Hi friends, welcome back and thanks a lot for your support. This is the last session. We are going to cover XR chart, X bar R charts and how they are used to monitor and sustain improved processes, as well as we will see what is the importance of documenting changes to a process and communicating those changes to the stakeholders. So let's start with the last example I shared with all of you. We had a case of how to change a flat tire for a roadside assistance organization, and during the control phase I suggested you what to measure is something we need to focus on in case we have to develop a control plan framework. Let's assume cycle time was on one of the critical requirements for measurements. Cycle time means the time it takes to complete one roadside assistant ticket, right? So the customer has raised something and how long it takes for this organization to complete it. So that we will understand through control charts. Before getting into the data, let me share with you the broad components of a control chart. We have a center line, which is a mean of the entire set of data we have, and then we have a LCL and UCL. At yellow belt level, you don't need to get into how to calculate LCL and UCL exactly. Just knowledge of LCL and UCL is enough for you. So UCL is upper control limit. These are calculated with formulas in Minitab and other statistical software, and you can do it manually also. And LCL is lower control limits, right? So this is broadly used to visualize data and see how it has been changing for different times for a period of times, that is 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, based on the process requirement. Obviously it's the center line, as I told you, this is the average. Upper line is upper control limit is for the maximum limits we should have, and don't confuse this with the upper specification limit. Specification limit is given by the customer. Upper control limits are set by the process with calculations, right? So these are statistical limits. Now let me take you to the data and then so for this we have captured 200 samples. Each of the samples is one ticket, and each of the samples also shares how many hours it took for the team to complete that requirement, right? Complete that ticket. So now if you see here, the average is about 3.47 hours, but this does not tell you essentially what to do in that, right? So now when we go back here, let me take you to Minitab. I have already copy pasted this cycle time data here. I'll go to start quickly and control charts, variable charts for subgroups, right? So I have subgroups size as 10 because 10 at a time, 10 tickets are taken from one day. So that's why we are taking 10 at a time. Then click OK. So this is the chart we have. Let me take you back here, and we have pasted the same chart here. Now if you see here, the central line is 3.61 here, that is mean, and the range is 3.6 again. But if you see here, the range is pretty much consistent. So the deviation between the upper and the lower limits of this upper and lower observations within this data sets. But if you see the average mean, it is fluctuating. This clearly shows there is lots of potential for improvement, since it is a zigzag line and it is not consistent at all, and in some cases it has started improving for 4 days and suddenly again started decreasing for 4-5 days, right? And suddenly something is out of control here, right? So Minitab gives you a result like this X bar chart and test 1 point more than 3 standard deviation from the center line. Test failed at point 18. So this is the point, test failed at point 18, right? Now what to do with this? So normally when we have a point which is out of control, we have to do a RCA on this, root cause analysis, where this point was out of control, and then we have to go deep into it to understand how to solve this and how to ensure that it does not occur again. So that's broadly about the X bar R chart, and this is another example of X bar R chart, the mean and range chart. So if you see here, again there are points out of control, and for each of this point you need to do a RCA, as well as it is a zigzag line. So it is clearly everyone is not following the same process. Same with the range chart, it is abnormally consistent, so the range remains to be same. So this again has to be looked into why it is so consistent. So once it started with 2 and suddenly went back to 1 and then again came back to 2, right? So that has to be evaluated. So that's broadly what is at a yellow belt level X bar R chart is. Now coming to the second point, why it is important to document any changes to the process. The first one, where do we document, is standardize each small steps in this process so that it is known to everyone, right? Everyone is following the same process. For new employees joining, it is easy to refer what they have to do. It is easy for everyone to not to get into a dispute how to do a task. There's so many benefits of documenting any process, and then subsequently any changes to the process also has to be documented to ensure that we are consistent. So that's it guys, and thanks a lot. This has been a great journey. This was our first series we started, and thanks for your support. Do let us know what you would like to see in our channel so that we come back with those sort of videos for you. And thanks a lot. See you in our next series. Thank you.